When it comes to white sandy beaches and pristine islands, El Nido has a worldwide reputation for being one of the best of the best. The exotic turquoise lagoons and jagged limestone rocks are mainly responsible for putting the Philippines on the map. So for the next 48 hours, we will explore the idyllic beauty of El Nido as we share with you the epic adventures and tasty meals you can get your hands on. There's two types of hikes that you can do here in El Nido. First off, you've got the Canopy Walk, which is 75 meters high, and then there's also the dangerous looking Taroa or Tarao cliff, which is 250 meters, though that dangerous hike is officially closed, so it isn't the most safest. You can unofficially do it. We did look at doing that hike, but it is pretty sketchy and we're not sure if you can actually take our cameras on that hike. You legit get gloves for your hands and you're like crawling up there, so we've stuck to the safer option to make sure that we stay alive today. So the name of this place is called El Nido Via Ferrada Canopy Walk. It's this building right behind us. You can find it easy on Google Maps, and I think these guys are the only official way now to walk up the mountains here. Feeling nice and safe? Perfect. Safety check, all successful. Yeah. So I think we've got to sign our lives away again. Okay, so there's another little small 30 pesos per person entrance fee here. So in total it's actually 730 peso per person, 700 at the business company, and then another 30 peso to this lovely man on my right here, who you just pay as you walk in. Nothing too difficult, to be honest, so far. Not sure, I think it's only like 10 or 15 minutes to the lookout point, whereas if you do the Tara cliff, that's I think it's like 45 minutes up and an hour down, and very unsafe. This is, I mean, I feel like kids could do this. This is pretty simple stuff here. So oh gosh, this is very dodgy to be holding one hand. So we are bypassing the lookout point because that group is taking an age to take the group photo. So I think we're gonna go back there later, I think maybe to that dream catcher first. I think that's the Taroa cliff that you can do the unofficial hike that we slightly chickened out of, but I feel safe.
We value our lives, okay?
Yeah. Done the dream catcher, and now we are jumping on the lookout finally as it's cleared up. So we'll go for a little walk-see out to the front here. There is a lot of waiting. I think they could probably do this tour in like 15-20 minutes if there's no crowds. I think it's nearly been like, what, probably 45 minutes or so. We are on the way down. I think it is starting to spitter a bit. There's some dark looking clouds around us. I don't think we want to be up here when it's raining because I think it will be a slip and slide on all this metal. Camera has gone away because it is pissing down. It is slippery, pretty unsafe now, but you know, we will see you back down at the bottom when it's hopefully a bit drier, but dodgy.
It'll probably look like drowned rats by the time we get down to the bottom.
Well, that was the definition of sketchy. So I had to put my camera away because it was getting so slippery, so wet. They're all just steel poles, so add water to that, it's just a slippery slide. Everyone's so cautious. Honestly, that was the most thrilling thing about it all, was just the descent down to the bottom. But
if it's been raining, I would not recommend going.
No, definitely. I talked to them and they said they do the tour rain or shine, but do it in shine. Do not do this in rain. Nope. So that's this tour all wrapped up. We're gonna go take off our harness, and then I think we're a bit hungry, so we might try scope somewhere delicious and delightful for lunch. We made a short pit stop at our hotel room because I needed to change my singlet. I had sweated my other one out. We're staying just behind here. This is the Kuna Hotel. Lovely little hotel that we've got in the middle of El Nido city. Quite small rooms, but beautiful rooftop pool and bar, so definitely worth checking it out when you're looking for a hotel here in El Nido. So we're on the hunt for some brunchy, lunchy, breakfasty. We thought we'd explore the township here in El Nido, give you a little insight as to the vibe, the style, the atmosphere, what's happening. This is the main strip along just one back from the waterfront, where majority of all the restaurants, cafes are all kind of scattered in the tour companies. The one really good thing is that they actually close this whole entire front row here at night time.
When we were in Coron, nothing opened before midday, but a lot of things are open already. It's around 10 AM, so very promising.
One thing they have here that Coron didn't have much of is the shopping, arts, crafts, souvenirs. There wasn't much of that in Coron, but here they've got a little bit nicer quality shopping and knickknacks and shirts and stuff, so you've got a really good selection here to choose from. Right off that main bit, you just jump through some sand and we are greeted with the most magnificent beach view. Wow, this is top notch. I think this is where some of the boat tours, might go out of there this in the morning. Maybe that's, I don't really know, to be honest.
It's so cool being so close to like limestone cliffs.
Yeah,
like
crazy.
I'm actually completely blown away with how many restaurants and shops they've managed to pack next door to each other along this beachfront. And it's just like, look at it, like pack.
They've definitely loaded this town with as many places to eat as physically possible. They've got like I'd say every second shop is some sort of restaurant or cafe. So definitely not a shortage of food here, but most of the food here does look quite westernized. I haven't actually seen any Filipino restaurants yet, so I think that's just a sense of the market. The type of people that come here aren't really eating the Filipino cuisine. They want more westernized cafes and restaurants. Much like Coron, there are tricycles everywhere for you to get around, so you don't necessarily need to hire a scooter. These tricycles, honestly, you pass them every 10 seconds. We've had a walk around, we've looked at lots of different cafes, but I think today we're going to try something a little different, and that is because we're going to go for a modern vegan restaurant, which is in this amazing new building behind us. The place is called Verde El Nido, and oh my god, from the photos, I can't even explain how excited we are. Hayley's just been thinking about it about every 30 seconds, and I think she's already got 5 meals planned for breakfast. So we're gonna head on in and have some delicious, scrumptious food. This place looked nice from the outside, but it is even better on the inside.
So I got a pad thai salad. It looks amazing and delicious. It's huge. It came with a peanut satay sauce, which goes with it. We also got a Cajun tacos and a soul bowl. It all looks amazing.
So we got some Korean sauce on the tofu, some kimchi rice, some salad. I think there's more kimchi in the salad itself. That sauce packs a punch. Ooh. Last but not least, we have the Cajun tacos. Let's go. The sauce goes beautifully. Sauce on the tofu, it's really crispy. This is insanely good vegan food. Ray, you've got to come here. Me oh my, that was delicious. So that came to 1,380 peso total. And I gotta say, every other dish that went on other people's tables looked immaculate. So right now we want to head north for about 30 minutes to find one of the most beautiful stretches of beaches here in the Philippines.
We have been waiting and hoping for the rain to stop, but just our luck, it has not stopped, and it looks like it's going to get worse over the next couple of days. So we've decided to embrace the rain and make our way out to a gorgeous, gorgeous spot. It's meant to be one of the most beautiful spots in the Philippines. Hopefully it's still beautiful in this weather, but we'll find out. We have taken shelter at a gas station while we wait for this new sort of downpour to quickly pass. It just came out of nowhere. Rain, rain, rain seems to be the theme of today.
This is bizarre. We've gone from like
It's really
torrential
cute.
rain into beautiful, paradisey, beachy. This is, you got huts, you got sun lounges, the sun's on us. What an absolute change of events, as Haley said before. This is bloody delicious.
If you haven't guessed it, we are here at Nacpan Beach, the postcard of the Philippines, and let's see why. I thought it was going to be a deserted beach, but there are lounges and bars and shops, and there are kayaks you can hire, there are beach buggies. Like, it is a pretty happening beach, which I was definitely not expecting. Nacpan Beach is a 4-kilometer beach of gorgeous golden sand. It is also one half of the famous Twin Beach, and you'll see in a moment why it's called Twin Beach. Roll the gorgeous drone shots.
That is us for Nacpan Beach. We were planning to head somewhere for sunset. We'll hop on the scooter, head back to El Nido town, see what the weather is, and maybe come up with some
Hope for the best, hope for the best.
We're freshened up from that scooter ride, and now we're gonna jump on a tricycle and head a couple minutes south to Korong Korong Beach to find a beautiful stunning place to grab a bite to eat and to watch this kind of half sunset go down. Sweet, that was a really quick little tricycle ride, and that cost us 150 peso, like 10 minutes. I think it might have been a little bit expensive, but we didn't want to barter, and there weren't many tricycles outside our hotel, which usually there are heaps. So we just jumped in the only one that was on our street.
It is low tide and it looks horrific, but at
Oh,
high
it's-
tide it would look very beautiful.
It's not too bad. Yes.
Wow.
You want to be in it? Start the video. Oh my god. So cute.
Hi.
So we've made it to Sip Sunset Lounge for our lovely evening, drinks and food. Really nice staff, friendly people. We've arrived here way earlier so we can get a nice seat and settle in for the night.
Magic concoction, is it?
Of course.
What is it?
It's a rum with a cranberry.
A rum, what was it, rum with cranberry? Oh, cheers. Oh. Woo.
Dragon ball.
Oh, yum. That's delicious. That's one way to start the party going. Brilliant. Sunset drinks are all done and dusted now. We're going to head back to the hotel, have a solid nap, and we will see you bright and early around 8 AM tomorrow for our new adventure. Welcome back to day 2. We are here on the beach in El Nido town as we are jumping on a private speedboat which is behind us for the day. We have chosen Tour D for our island hopping experience here in El Nido, so come along with us and check it out. We've gone with Mercurio Palawan for our private tour today, so their fee includes everything from the kayaking, the food, even alcohol, the entrance fee, so it's just a one-off fee, it fits everything in it. After a small delay, they had to sort out some admin. We are now jumping on board our black stallion of a boat. This boat, can I say, is a wee bit sexy.
Oh my goodness, but seriously, we have leather seats. I've never been on a boat where I've had like leather seats. This speedboat is so nice. Oh. So one thing to note if you're going to come to El Nido is that everything runs on Filipino time, which means you're going to be waiting around a little bit, but you're on holiday, you shouldn't be in a rush anyway, so just go with the flow.
This is the small lagoon. It's amazing, it's a small lagoon. A small lagoon behind a rock, big lagoon.
It is so peaceful and serene here. There's only a few other people, so we are so lucky. This is exactly why we chose Tour D and chose doing it private as well, so we can avoid the crowds. Scotty is the engine behind me doing all of the hard work.
Thought I might introduce our crew. So we have the lovely Carlo right there.
Boat captain. Hey, Sato.
They are amazing, friendly little guys. They're in charge of the boat, keeping us safe on the waters.
Okay, welcome to second destination. This is Sakadlaw Lagoon, the biggest tall destination. Kayaking only. Okay, thank you.
As our tour guide Carlo just said, we are at Canopy Lagoon, which is pretty packed. I'm quite surprised how busy this place is because this tour was supposed to be relatively quiet, but it looks like we're one of like 20. Oh, we got a, oh Jesus! Hello, we got a big boat right behind us. We look like we're one of 20-30 boats here, so.
Carlo did say that this is the most popular spot, so I was prepared for it to be busy. There are so many boats and so many people. A little bit stressful, but Scotty's doing an amazing job, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd better help him. We've arrived at Serenity Beach for a little bit of a snorkel. The swells are a little bit bigger than I'm used to, but I'm hoping there is some awesome marine life and coral underneath. The water is a crazy color. It's like this amazing turquoise, which I know makes sense with the limestone cliffs, but I haven't seen it this turquoise yet, so. We've just had an amazing snorkel. There were so many fishes and oh my goodness, I saw the most biggest starfish I have ever seen. We've now stopped at Pasandigan Cove. Scotty is telling me of.
It's raining, but it's time for lunch and we're gonna jump under the little shelter behind me, and they've made an awesome little spread for us, some like Vietnamese vegetarian food. Looks amazing. So we've just jumped on the boat and Carlo is taking us to his old secret little cave somewhere. He's in the water behind me. We're gonna jump in, explore. No idea what we have in store, but life's an adventure. Woohoo!
Let's go for the secret cave. Hey, my friend.
Yeah!
Yeah, let's go. Wow, very nice work.
Whoa, my, this is crazy. Wow. Successfully made it back. What a day. It's starting to get cloudy again.
But it's been a really fun day. We did get a little bit of rain for 2 spots, which was a little bit sad, but other than that, it's actually been really awesome. The boat problems were so minor that it really didn't impact from the day at all, at least for me.
So that wraps up the 48 hours of activities and fun here in our Nido.
I actually really enjoyed our time here. I found that there's a little bit more to do here than Paran. I love the restaurants and the beaches, and even the shopping surprised me.
Yeah, it definitely has a lot more to offer than Paran. We haven't had the best weather, but needless to say, we've loved it. We would happily come back here again, and I think this is probably one of my top beach places I've ever been to.
Hopefully next time we come, we get better weather.
Exactly. So don't sleep on that subscribe button, hit that bell.
And say hi to us in the next video.